Aaron has a lot of heart, and it comes through in what he does, and he is true to what he loves. First got him into a pool was probably 2 months old. Both of them, Haley and Aaron, started swimming before they could walk. I could not keep him away. That's why he had to be actually in the playpen. I would tie knots down over the playpen so he couldn't get out, because otherwise he would get out and jump in while I was swimming. And so he just was a water baby. There was no doubt in my mind that he was going to be a swimmer. The next step kind of was Aaron's decision. We knew that he was really, really fast, and what he seemed to be doing a lot of was freestyle. We thought, you know, there's got to be more out there than just freestyle. And so we had looked into a couple clubs, and we found Nova, which is in Irvine. We took all the children, all 4 of them there, and kind of showed them around, and they didn't want to leave. And they were just like, oh my God, there's a whole nother world out there where people do other strokes. Aaron started there, and 6 months later he broke his first national record when they flipped him over on his back.
And we brought these 2 kids in that they basically thought we were aliens from another planet, because they'd never heard of Aaron and Haley, but yet we put them in the water and went to one of these meets, and they won everything. And these other kids had been training for 3 and 4 years, and their parents, I don't think were that happy to see us show up with these 2 kids and suddenly take over the swimming world. So it was kind of everything we've learned by just having to go to that next level and learn what that means. This level of swimming, to this, to finally to the Olympic level. And we had no idea what we were getting into.
He had so much determination, and he knew early on what he wanted to do with us. I mean, he went and he made sure he got these record books, and he would highlight what in the record books he wanted to break, and he would go through that list and he would break every single record he had highlighted. And we were just kind of like, what is this? I mean, we had no idea what Aaron got that drive from, but we were just in awe of it, and I think we still are. I mean, and actually now more so than ever, not just the swimming part, but the actual person that both Haley and Aaron have become outside, and they're looking into things, what they can do with what they have. And I think that's probably the most important thing to me, is to see what kind of individuals they've turned out to be outside of swimming. I don't think Aaron really looked for heroes in athletes. I think he looked for heroes in his father. And I think from there he saw a lot of his dad in him, and I think that emulation was going to come from him. As a dad? Probably emotional. I'm sorry. I was a single mom, and Tim came into our life at the time when Aaron and Haley needed a father more than anything. And Aaron, from a really young child on, knew that this man was special because he would take him and love him like he'd love his own 2 children. And this was something in some man that they really respected and loved, and he loved them back unconditionally. And I think that that part speaks volumes for the man that Aaron has become. And I think that was probably the biggest influence in Aaron's life was Tim. There's no doubt.
You know, it's been a pleasure, obviously, with Aaron and with Haley, because they didn't put any boundaries on loving me back. There was never issues with them fighting the love that I wanted to give them. So Aaron's like, I mean, it's kind of hard to say when I have other children too, but Aaron's my best friend in a certain sense. We've went through a lot together. He's, in essence, when you're talking about heroes, Aaron's my hero. Proud of Aaron? Yeah, but it's beyond proud, because and I've told him this before, he is someone that I just totally respect as a human being, as a person. He's my friend, he's my son. It's just over the top how fortunate we've been, and this ride he's taken us on. We've traveled around the world following him and Haley through this journey, and yeah, couldn't be prouder. He's a hell of a guy.